Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I know, it's okay. Many of you are going to need some time for adjusting. How do you see out of that thing? What do you mean? I am a furry. Of course I can see out of my mouth. Can I see the Emmy poster behind the chair, please? I put all the people I look up to the most. Thank you all for accepting me. Oh my god.
My vision's all fucked. Oh, my fucking microphone. Oh. Nice bird shedding. Wait, Tofu is bald? Should have invested in a better... Yeah, I'm gonna spend more than $15 for an April Fool's joke. I can smell you from here. It doesn't stink. It's just like shedding. Tons of shedding. That entire time I was looking through the nostrils with one eye individually. I don't think I could keep that up for another 4 hours, man. There's even hair in my coffee. God, my eyes are like not focusing. Dude, there's hair all over my key. How did hair get on my... Okay, I'm throwing this shit away. Hold on. Bro, fuck this. So when my wife was pregnant for the first time, I was in the middle of a Persona 5 playthrough. Right? It took me like a month to beat that game. I was on the last boss and I died, and it was time for me to end stream that day. It just so happened to be a Friday. I woke up Saturday morning ready to start my stream, and Caitlin was already awake, and she's like, I'm getting contractions. The doctor said not to go into the hospital until they're so much apart. So you need to go downstairs and finish Persona 5 before we leave. It's gonna be the same thing again, except she's gonna be like, honey, you need to go become Elden Lord. That's a keeper. She's got a pretty good sense of humor. See, the trick is you gotta just like fuck up with everything, and then you gotta chisel away. Wait a second. No, it's JD Vance. This is the one, or I'm sorry, not JD Vance, the guy who killed the Pope. Don't go visit the Turtle Pope. Oh my god, that's the first thing I'm doing. I have come, creature. Say thank you! Why didn't you say thank you? Madness Slayer? Oh no. Oh, he's right there. Does this ever get old? Dude, he's gonna think I went up. Madness Slayer died from madness. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Dude, this game comes out a week before Mario Kart. What is this fucking world? This game, Night Rain, comes out a week before Mario Kart World, and then my son is supposed to be born on the first and second week of May. I'm gonna get no paternity leave. Doom Dark Ages is May 15th, which I won't get to play. There is zero. Look, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now. I am not playing Doom Dark Ages until like September. Someone had to go and get pregnant. I wonder who helped with that. Have I thrown my controller? No. However, my controller's like $200, so I don't want to throw it. And the last time I threw a controller was during God of War 2, and I put a hole in my wall, which has yet to be repaired. It's a constant reminder right there. Can we see it? You see that right there? You see that? You see that dent in the wall? It happens sometimes. Reloading fixes it. That's what I think of this fucking ROM hack. Oh my fucking god, I have never been so fucking angry. Tofu beaten by Mario 64. And guess what you're about to get beaten? By my fucking stream. Every single sub will time out Fatal Gamer King by a day. Well, Fatal Gamer King, you got a tier 2 sub. You're gonna be timed out for like 40 days. Unless I have a stellar deal to offer you. God, that ROM hack made me so fucking mad. I just put a dent in my wall from throwing my controller. Sippy Cup Jr., thank you so much for 20 subs to the channel, dude. All right. The bounty is up. Fatal Gamer King, you're going to get timed out for 69 days. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. Don't pretend this. Okay, there we go. You're going to be timed out for 69 days. I have a deal for you. I will scam everyone out of every sub that they gifted to time you out. If you change your name to Nylon Dog Toy, some kind of derivative of that, because that name may be taken, But if it's like nylon underscore dog underscore toy or nylon dog toy 1, some derivative, I will scam everyone out of those 69 subs and not give you a single second of timeout. User Fatal Gamer King does not exist. Nylon dog toy. All right, so now you and Mario Man need to hook up. Absolute legend. Freeza. Candlestick, man. Oh, here he comes. If he pulls the lever, I'm doing it. Bro, I said this before, I'll say it again. I am going to be 80 fucking years old, and this shit is still gonna be happening and make me laugh. The glowing candlestick. There is no... Dude, the glowing candlestick. You guys, I was going to play Oblivion, but yesterday Caitlin said that she felt cramps. Happening sooner than later. What the fuck is this? Okay, hold on. Chat, what is this shit? What is this shit? What is this? Before and after? God. You know, if I am completely just, transparent with you guys, my brother hit me up yesterday, and apparently my dad has cancer that is spread all across his body, and he's donezo. That's it for him. I feel it's my duty as a father myself to give my dad an opportunity to be like, hey man, I'm sorry, I fucked up everything. I get to go to the hospital after stream this morning. It's very conflicting. Yeah, it's very conflicting. It's I'm not gonna say it's like just cut and dry. It's not that simple. But to give you guys all perspective, I haven't talked to my dad since 2018. I mean, dude, turns out when you don't take care of your body and you fucking sit there and drink alcohol all, your whole fucking life and sit there and use hard drugs to abuse it, turns out your liver doesn't know what to do. The only thing I really have to say is like, he makes me so fucking angry. Even on his fucking deathbed, I'm so fucking angry. You know how much I would love to have had a dad that I could like share having a kid with? It's one fucking hell of an experience to see your parents play with your kids. I don't get that. The closest I get to that is the beauty of Caitlin's parents. Yeah, even on his fucking deathbed, he just makes me angry. I feel like I'm about to walk into the hospital like fucking Titus. I hate you. Really deep to say that about my in-laws. I mean, they're the best. I literally could not ask. Bring the half pant, half short to make it feel more natural. There's no closure. There's no closure. I like for those of you who like, some of you know, some of you probably don't. I used to stream out of my parents' house long time ago because where Caitlin and I lived didn't have any internet. My relationship with my parents back then was always super rocky, and I offered to pay my parents, for the internet, for the electricity I used. I offered to pay part of the bills. And one day, it was during the release of Grand Pool 2 where my channel finally gained like a considerable amount of traction. It got to the point that first month of Grand Pool 2 pushed my channel to, it was like, man, I'm wasting time and money tattooing. So I quit tattooing and I only stream. My dad, for some reason, really didn't like this. One day, I showed up to stream, I ended stream, and I went into the living room. I was about to leave to go home, and he says, tomorrow, if you don't get all of your shit out of my house, I'm gonna put it on the street for someone to come pick up for you. And it was just like literally out of nowhere. And the history of my dad was always like that, right? It's just something would set him off on a dime, and it could be anything. So the next day, I grabbed all my shit, because obviously, you know, it's like thousands of dollars of fucking computer equipment, streaming equipment, etc. So I got it all before I even left, and then I just never talked to him again. So I didn't talk to my dad back then, probably about 3 to 6 months. And I was telling Caitlin back then, I remember, I was like, you know, I think it's time I reach back out to my family. It's been a while. So I called my mom and was like, hey, you know, maybe we should go like to Panera Bread and have lunch or something. Next day, I get a phone call. I get woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning. My father-in-law called me because Max, my dog that I left at my parents', was tied to the fence post, as well as 3 bags. So I go get Max, and mind you, this is in the middle of a desert where we have coyotes everywhere. So him tying Max up at 2 o'clock in the morning was almost like just leaving bait out for fucking coyotes to come eat him. And then the bags, the 3 bags, left over anything that was ever mine inside of that house. My dad took a Sawzall, carved it. Bro, I had a steel sword that was hanging in my brother's room. He fucking snapped it in half. And ever since that day, to me, my father was dead. No matter whatever I do in life, I will never speak to this man again. I want to be like it would be fucked up because my brother and sisters are gonna be there, and you know he's like on his deathbed. But I almost like want to walk in and be like, Dad, Max to the fence post. Like, so as far as like getting closure, there is no closure that could possibly be offered because I already have it. I was talking to Off Duty about it, and he made a really good point. How do I want to raise my kid to react in a similar regard, you know? And like I'm raising my son to be like an honorable man. If that's what I want, I have to practice what I preach. I haven't talked to my sister in 4 years, and I saw her today, and my dad apologized, said he fucked up, but this is the life he chose, and it's a bed that he has to live with and that he has to sleep in. Yeah, we hugged it out. Pretty tough day. I saw him. Have you guys seen that video of like that 110-year-old Tibetan monk that can barely walk? That's how my dad looked today. Like dude, he's 65 years old, and he looks like one of those Tibetan monks that hasn't eaten in 6 months. It's really conflicting because if you guys have ever heard me talk about my dad, man, he gave me hell. He made my life a living fucking hell. It's weird. I don't know. What makes it even harder, right, is like, dude, I have a kid that's gonna be born any day now. I haven't talked to my mom in just the same time frame. I haven't talked to her at all. Like, I don't even know what it is. My mom and dad were both victims of the opioid crisis in 2008. They changed ever since. And my mom, I saw her today, and she had she's well. And this is gonna sound like this might be oversharing, but you know, frankly, I don't really give a fuck. We all went out to breakfast, and my mom was talking about how she had IVF to have my brother and sisters, and how my dad isn't actually the father to any of them, and how Hugh Laurie, the actor from The House, is one of their fathers, and how her eggs were donated to conceive one of Donald Trump's children, and the other one to Chelsea Clinton. Her mind is fucking gone. And you know, she was rambling without a second's hesitation. My sisters, they both looked at me because I was like, dude, I was confused as fuck. What the hell? You know, I was confused as fuck what the hell what my mom was talking about. And I was like, what are you talking about? And both my sisters kind of looked at me, and they were like, she's gone. Like, her mind is just not there. Like, she went on and on, and she's like, yeah, you know, like, Dad, he didn't have any swimmers, so I was pregnant for 2 months I was 2 months pregnant with you, Christopher, before we even got together. And you know, like, your dad was a guy who donated sperm, but he was like the super famous surfer who was really good friends with Chris Christopherson. And it was just like, what the fuck? She has a hard time recognizing you, and it makes you sad. And you know what the weird thing too is, like, my mother, she knew it's been 7 years since she saw me. She's suffering from some kind of psychosis. Yeah, and you know, like, I seriously debated on not going today, but I'm thinking about it. I'm glad I did. I was on really good terms with my brother and one of my sisters. My other sister was a really big daddy's girl, so when me and my dad had a falling out, she kind of took sides with him, and we just never like caught up. But today I got to meet my nephew, you know, because she had a kid, and he's adorable. Oh my god, him and my son would get along so well. And we made up, so that was really nice.
To deliver you what is your
1 month later, we did it. Elden Ring is done. I will see you guys hopefully Tuesday. And if not, I'll see you when I get back. All right?